Good morning. Good morning. It's the Orlando Gardener coming at you. Out here in the garden this morning. Just wanted to give you a little tour because, as with most mango tropical fruit enthusiasts, we can't get enough of them. Enough of mango or fruit tours. So we'll do a tour of this section and that section and that section today. We'll leave the other two sections to another video. All right. Looks like the U-Tan sugarcane is looking real good for this season. If I can keep it watered, I believe it'll do real good. U-Tan is one of the largest varieties of sugarcane on the planet. That is the one that get like this thick if you look back and see that video I did like 2 years ago. But if you don't water it, it'll be regular or small. And watering seems to be a problem for most of us. If you don't have a sprinkler system in, man, you better grab some water hoses, as I just had to do. I got more water hoses now, trying to save trees and save fruit from falling. But U-Tan looks like it's doing good. I got 3-4 pieces from last season, and new beets coming, and one in the middle. Samson! Pickering is doing pretty good. As always, it's a workhorse. Its sister over there is doing what it normally do. Doesn't do so well because it's in the shade. But it won't be in the shade for the rest of the year. But this one is doing pretty good. Dropped a lot of fruit, but it's kept a lot of fruit as well. And as long as it does better than it did last year, I'm all right. And last year was 25. It did 25 mangoes, so that's what I'm looking for, the better. Philippine, still nothing. Nothing this season. Okay, and you got your newly planted about a month ago banana tree. Fairchild is still holding its 3 on. Fairchild is still has its 3. Still holding that. Satsuma tangerine. Nothing. No more flowers since the last harvest. Hello. One of the old citrus trees I cut down. Irwin is doing its thing. I'm looking forward to seeing how these fruit look in the end when they finally are finished. Looking forward to that. Peach cobbler, nothing. That one peach cobbler that was sitting right there, it fell off. So it's flushing, but other than that, nothing. This is the other side of the Pickering. So Pickering has a few different seasons or a few different generations on this tree. It's doing really good. Okay, lemon zest, all it did is flush. And of course, cause I pruned it so late last season, looking real good. Coconut cream did a second flush, and this second flush, because I'm keeping it watered, is doing quite well. The first flush, my fault, didn't water it enough, lost my panicles, which in turn lost my fruit. This is that seedling, loquat, from the other side of the world. It's grown at least 2 feet since my subscriber brought it to me, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to get it out of that pot in about 6 months, give or take, and put it in the ground. Got to find a space for it. I think maybe over there, but we'll see. Got to give it plenty of room. Palmer doing this thing. This season, Palmer's holding on the fruit. Got 4 fruit on it. That one might not make it, but that's cool. Ice cream is a workhorse. Have fruit on the ice cream tree, about the normal amount of fruit. And then we got Pinnacles for a second go. And then we got Sweet Tart. Sweet Tart has a cluster here and one or two here and there. Planted some stuff, y'all. Can't y'all believe that? Planted some stuff. Got Lula avocado. For those that have visited my yard, it's going to be on the right when you first come in down that fence line. Told y'all I was going to put something over here. And got peach cobbler. I actually took peach cobbler out. And then if you go down a little further, that's in the ground, you have, it'll come to me. And then in the pot on this side, that's Denise. I'm grafting to Baptiste, and then next to it is Orange Essence. I'll remember the other one in a minute. Okay, but let's go ahead on to the other side over here. Jabota cobbler coming along well. Bananas coming along well. Sapodilla still taking its time. Pickering. This little pickering is doing about good as it could. And that ornamental pineapple, don't ask me what variety it is. It did what the guy told me it was going to do. Jackfruit is in the ground. Of course, the fruit on this Jamaican hog plum is ridiculous. I tried to count them. They probably about 400 or 500 on there. The peaches are looking fabulous. Just as soon as a couple get ready, some people come by and get them. They look ready, but they're not. And I did let an overabundance stay on this time. So they're a bit smaller than, no, not a bit, a lot smaller than last year. I let so many stay on. If you let them stay on, that's what you risk. Okay, sadly, Sugarloaf lost his two fruit. Yep, and it's in the ground. What? Yep, Sugarloaf is in the ground. It is in the ground, y'all. I decided to go ahead and do it. Florida Grande, like it always is give me a handful. And it's a later variety, so we'll get those later. Thai guavas in the ground. Getting ready to cut those papaya down so they can be at a more manageable state. Glen is back here, and Glen will be going in the ground. Glen is going to replace this tree. That's why it's here, and Glen is holding on to its one. It's looking mighty glenny. The cherry tree is full of flowers and look like some little fruit are coming. It's looking good. Here we go, Carrie. Carrie is producing like a workhorse. I mean, Carrie is everywhere. It's going to be a good year for Carrie. And look, Carrie's producing eggs this morning. Just kidding. Those are the eggs I harvested this morning. Maha Chinook, they fell off of it. No Maha Chinook this season. The flowers fell off of this workhorse from last year. This is the other plum, medley plum. It fell off. The moringa is well, time to harvest. The African pineapple has gotten a lot taller. It's a pretty ornamental. It's very bitter, I'm told. More of an ornamental. And it's not in the ground, it's in the pot. I was warned by the former owner, you put them in the ground, they'll take over your yard. Grandma got you cherry. No. Black Suriname cherry, looking real healthy. Kathy K3 in the pot, healthy, no fruit. You know, I had to bring her back from the dead. She almost died when I planted her in the ground. I took her back out the ground, put her in the pot so I can really give her some attention watering. Nothing on Pina Colada this year. Nothing at all. So I did some plucking and taking and it will, I put it on another tree. Peach cobbler. Peach cobbler is doing good. I am babying this tree, y'all. Please ask for anything when y'all stop by except peach cobbler. Please don't ask for a peach cobbler. This peach tree is doing well. As y'all see, I kept way too many this year. That's why they look how small they are. And look at, I mean, you can see a couple of hundred peaches on here. Because I have so many visitors now. A bite and a taste is better than not. Grandma got you cherries looking real healthy. Watering the heck out of it. Cleared all this up. Cut all these down. Cut it down. Got the chainsaw, came out here, and I gotta move that old dog house. Gotta move that pile. That's what I got off of it. I'm planting trees along here. This is the mulberry tree that was here when my mom passed away and left me the property. Of course, it was next to the house, but it's back here now. This is the longan tree that did so well 2 years ago and died all the way to a stump. Remember that? And instead of taking it up, I just left and let it grow and to see if it was going to come back. I didn't know whether it was below the grass or whatever, but look here, y'all, on one little part. I am so shocked. This is the shock of the garden. This is the shock of the garden. And y'all, this year finally, the Graham Slam. Graham made it, y'all. We fought past the mold. We fought. I had to fight for this tree. I really did. I fought daily with that fungicide. But Graham is loaded, y'all. I mean loaded. Got about 100 on there probably. Graham is loaded. Got different sizes, and they're all healthy. I mean, healthy mangoes. Graham did its thing this year. But I had to fight so hard for this tree. I don't recommend this tree for anybody. I'm not talking bad about you, Miss Graham. But it just is so susceptible to disease. The mold, black mold on the leaves. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, and U10 needs water. Barbados cherry. Then I've grafted over here. I put Seacrest right here. Put Seacrest right there on this seedling. It was a Pickering. I let it go. Come on back up. One took and one didn't. That is my seedling that I've been waiting on. So we're about 5-6 years in now. And I have my sugar cane sitting in water. That's Venus. Venus holding on to a few fruit. This is the second go at it. It lost everything from the first one, but it's holding on. It probably has about 10 or so on there. Namdok Mai, it did jump, but as you can see, it wasn't fruit. All that pushing was new leaves except one little spot. And it's not the normal. You know, every year, y'all, right here, we have 3 Namdok Mai. Every year, 2 or 3 Namdok Mai right here, but not this year. The 2 is right here. Right here, and that's the only spot that I found fruit on. Yep. Malika didn't do anything because it's shaded out by the Graham here, so I'm going to trim all this back. I'm going to trim this whole tunnel back so that Malika could get more sun. It can do its thing. It has started doing its thing, but it lost its fruit, no sun, neglect. Also, my grafts over here, this graft did well, and this graft was orange essence. So that's actually orange essence in there. And over here, this graft right here, this graft is lemon zest, if I'm not mistaken. The orange sherbet graft, one of them took and one of them didn't, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And this is supposed to be the ultimate tree. But here we go up under the Graham tree. Graham did well. I mean, so well, y'all. I'm so proud of this tree. But man, was it a fight. It was a fight, man. It was like fighting Holyfield and Mike Tyson at the same time. But we prevailed. And y'all look at these. Look at these peaches. Shame on me keeping all these peaches on this tree, y'all. Y'all know good and well these peaches is gonna stay like the size of a little old knot. As a matter of fact, let me give a couple of them to some chickens. This is a shame. And I took fruit off here twice, off this tree. I sure did. But, you know, UF Best is such a workhorse to the degree that, man, you have to take fruit off this thing numerous times. And I need to get that one off right there too, but I can't do it. My hand is already full of these little knots. But it's the Orlando Gardener coming at you. Just wanted to give you a tour of this side. Working on 20 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. Y'all have a good one. God bless. Be safe.